So we've been kind of set up with this... Ooh, scary birds. With this murder stuff. Let's check our office. We haven't been there in quite a while since we've been unconscious. Anything new there? Any notes or people? Doesn't seem like it. Seems pretty quiet. What about Carlotta? She did disappear on me quite suddenly. And I probably should tell her how horribly her ex-lover died.
I see Sir has returned.
Yes, I've returned to drip on the floors.
Sir has? Who would Sir like to see?
Carlotta. And the Count. Asked to see Carlotta.
Is Carlotta home? Alas, no.
Where is she?
What a shame that Sir's trip has been wasted. Perhaps Sir would like to leave now.
No.
Tell her I called by. Why, my loins stir at the very thought of serving you in this way, sir.
Okay, calm down, Jeeves.
Is the Count receiving guests?
No. But he will see you.
Oh, ever so sassy.
Ah, Luton, I was hoping you would drop by.
You don't sound so good, Count.
I am not the man I used to be, that is certain. Past my prime, you might say. Yes, past my prime.
I could come back later if you want.
No. No, there is no guarantee that I will be getting any better. If anything, I might be worse.
Your health?
We are both men of the world, Mr. Luton. I will not mince words with you.
It's good, I don't like minced words.
I am dying.
Shock.
I might last another year or so, or I might not last the week.
How about you might tell me what is a zamata?
And to think I thought more pork would be good for my health.
What made you think that?
Not too many people would believe you, certainly.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries and get straight to business.
Yes, straight to business.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, straight to business.
Yes, to business. Where is Carlotta?
He told me that she wasn't in the mansion. I asked the Count if he knew where Carlotta was when Mundy was murdered, but he wasn't sure. He told me that she wasn't in the mansion, but that her comings and goings were a mystery to him. Do you know anything about the counterweight killings?
Mr. Luton, I couldn't...
Yeah, all right. So you're not gonna really tell me anything useful. Goodbye, the Count.
I'll be back later.
I look forward to it.
At least your loins are not gonna stir at the thought of it. You are a one awkward man, Mr. Butler. Let's get out of here. Oh, whoa, wait a second. We can explore the house?
There was something about the wooden staircase that was really impressive. I think it might have been the thought that it probably cost more to make than everything I owned.
And more. She watches over us.
The painting bore a striking resemblance to Carlotta. I couldn't think of a good reason to steal the painting, even though it would have looked great on my office wall. I confess, I was consumed with avarice, but I wasn't about to steal an entire staircase.
I didn't want to steal it, I just want to go upstairs. Yeah, so I can't go upstairs. Or can I? Come on, Luton, go upstairs. No, he's not gonna go upstairs. Well, I do want to talk to Nobby. A little bit. Maybe he can tell me more about the murders.
There was something about the way the other members of the watch looked at me that let me know that no matter how innocent I was still stained with suspicion.
Be afraid.
Still, I'll take the stains of suspicion over the tarnish of guilt. Suspicion was easier to wash out. Sometimes I think I'd just give up and crawl inside a whiskey bottle. Except that you can only do that if you are less than 1 inch high.
Pretty nice, though.
Doesn't look like I'm too welcome around here. Of course, I haven't been welcome here since I got kicked off the force, but at least then they just thought I was corrupt. Now they think I'm a murderer.
Nah, Luton, you've got it all wrong. They don't think you're a murderer. They think...
That my personal hygiene is appalling?
No.
That I have the Cletchian plague?
No.
Face it, they think I'm a murderer.
You know, give me a minute, I'll think of something.
Yeah, I've got all day, you know.
Nobby, you've never thought of something printable in your entire life. Why should you start now?
Let's talk about these counterweight killings.
Tell me more about these counterweight killings.
I'm not really sure I should, Luton.
Oh, but you should. You should.
Sorry.
Oh, come on, Nobby.
Come on, Nobby. You can trust me.
I'm totally innocent, man. I've been framed.
Well...
Come on.
No.
Ah.
Look, Luton, I can't tell you.
Why not? Shouldn't I know?
It's not to be discussed with anyone who's not part of the case.
Ah, I see. Well, that makes sense. Obviously, you wouldn't want people not involved with the case learning about it.
Exactly.
And I'm the prime suspect in that case, right?
Well, you're the prime suspect in the Mundy case. But the prime suspect in the counterweight killings is that foreign spy who's been killing all the prominent people. Like that bloke up at Unseen University and that fellow in the Patrician's Palace.
You don't say.
Right. Well, I won't ask any more questions then. Seeing as how I shouldn't.
Yeah, I shouldn't really.
Thank you, Luton. I appreciate it.
You know, Nobby is either a genius or really dumb.
Am I still prime suspect in Mundy's murder?
Afraid so.
I'm trying to find out why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Can't help you with that, Squire.
I found some frayed rope in the rafters of Mundy's room.
Good for you.
I thought it might have some bearing on the case.
I suppose I should mention it in the file.
So there is a file then?
Well, not as such. But as soon as there is, I'll be sure to mention it.
Great, you do that, buddy.
These little details could clear my name, Nobby.
I suppose so.
Well, thanks, Nobby. You've been a great help.
As bloody usual.
Just doing my job to the best of my ability.
That's not good enough, Nobby.
That's what I was afraid of. Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
No.
Well, Nobby gave me a bit more information. What about if I ask him about stuff in my inventory?
I wasn't about to flash the stolen tooth around. Someone might tell Lord Salachi, and the next thing I knew I'd have a blade in my back and a receipt from the Assassin's Guild on my bedside table.
At least they're a legit business. They give you a receipt and everything.
I suppose I could have asked for some rope, but I still have some pride. Not much, but it was all I had.
All right. Well, cheers for that, Nobby. You've given me some information, although...
Well, I'm sure...
Yeah.
Although I don't really know at this point what to do with it. Let's go to Cafe OGG and see if any new stuff is in there.
I decided not to disturb Samael while he was working.
Well, stop working, but I guess vampires never stop. Oh, and Ilsa's gone. Well, this location is dead. And, pun intended with Samael there, being a vampire and all. Haha. Let's go to the wharf.
Still here? Not from...
Mr. Scoplet, do you have new stuff to say?
Can you think of any reason why someone would murder Mundy?
I didn't think you needed a reason to kill people in Ankh-Morpork.
Usually not.
Everything has a reason.
I've never been one for teleology.
Don't start. I can do without the philosophy.
Suit yourself.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Sorry, I wouldn't know anything about that.
I found some frayed rope near Mundy's body. Any idea what it means?
No use asking me about that shit, mate.
Well, he's right. I'm just going to a random person, telling him about a random person, and how they died, and asking him about rope. So, he must be thinking, this guy's an asshole. Why is he asking me about something so specific that I have no idea what he's talking about? And yes, we are pretty crazy.
Well, safe voyage, if that's possible.
Safe voyage, Mr. Scoplet, sir. Where else should we go? Well, that dude's gone. Can I still steal any of his stuff?
I didn't have any reason to steal Rodin's statue.
Why not?
All I knew about the statue was that it was a work in progress.
Well, at least it's not loud anymore. Yo, Malachite.
Well, I'm back. For a brief moment I considered trying to make small talk with Malachite. Then I came to my senses. You just can't get talk that small. I'm trying to find out why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
Don't know nothing about that.
Come to persecute me some more, Luton?
A man's got to have a hobby. I need to speak with Sapphire.
Try and imagine how much I care.
Look, is she here or not?
She's in her dressing room.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I've been looking around all over for her. Very well. Where is said dressing room?
It's really impolite to walk into a room without knocking. But who knows what you miss out on when you take the time to knock. Sapphire had a pile of money in her room, and I was glad I hadn't given her an opportunity to hide it.
Luton, you startled me. Didn't Mother tell you not to walk into rooms unannounced?
Mother told me to walk into rooms with a crossbow.
Mother was always careful like that.
She was a sensible woman.
Very sensible.
What you want?
That's quite a lot of money you've got.
What? Oh. Yeah. Money. Yeah.
Where'd you get it, Sapphire?
Oh, that. Well, see, I won it.
You won it? Really? Where, exactly?
Won it?
Yes, at casino.
Which one?
Saturnalia. Sapphire go there often.
Really? Is it a good casino?
Oh, yeah. Good as casino get. You should go, Luton.
Maybe I will.
And we just believe her? Yeah, we're not done talking, Sapphire.
So, how have things been?
Things way they always been. Slow. Dull.
But you've kept yourself amused, haven't you?
Don't know what you mean.
So, you won this money at the races?
No. Not at races. At casino.
Oh, yeah, that's right. At the casino. You lied to me, Sapphire. Strung me along with that Madame Lodestone story.
What? No. Sapphire told truth.
The troll in Madame Lodestone's grave wasn't Therma.
How you tell?
Malachite told me.
You trust him?
He's too stupid to lie. And you're too smart not to.
Sapphire not smart. Big dumb troll, like all the other trolls.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, lady.
Don't play games, Sapphire. I know you're smarter than the average troll, although I could say the same about some mushrooms.
Look, Sapphire don't know why someone would switch bodies. Sapphire just trying to help.
She was lying to me. I could feel it. She was obviously hiding something, but it was apparent I needed to know more if I was going to worm it out of her.
So I need to get more details to worm out the truth.
How does it feel to be working underneath where Mundy was horrifically murdered?
People die, honey. It happens.
Do you know anything about Mundy's death?
Sapphire know that you prime suspect.
Word travels fast, doesn't it?
Small town, Luton.
It's not so small. Anyway, gossip spreads faster the more people there are to hear it. It's funny that way. I found some frayed rope near Mundy's body. Any idea what it means?
Wouldn't know anything about that.
You wouldn't know anything about anything, would you, Sapphire? I can't really figure you out yet. I don't know exactly what you're hiding, but I'm gonna get there.
I'll be back.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, but I will be back. If I don't get arrested or other stupid shit.
Where did Sapphire get all that money from?
Ha, ha, ha. You never give up, do you?
That's considered an asset in my line of work.
Just leave me alone, Luton. I'm sick of the sight of you. I'm sick of talking to you, and I am sick of all your damn questions.
Look, you know I'm not gonna give up. Why not just pretend you've held out for a commendable length of time and finally cracked? It could be our little secret.
Nobody will know.
Luton, if anyone starts saving up to get an assassin for you, let me know, will you? That's one cause I'd gladly give generously to.
In the meantime, what about Sapphire's money?
I didn't even know she had any money.
She claims to have won it over at the casino.
At Saturnalia? You've got to be kidding. If Sapphire had a big win, the whole town would know about it by now. No, I'd be prepared to bet it has something to do with whoever she met when she missed her shift.
Interesting.
Who did she meet?
I've no idea. All I know is she missed her shift because she had to meet someone.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, Luton.
Always a pleasure, Mankin. You're always a reliable source of information. Secret meeting, eh? Alright. Let's talk about your secret meeting, Sapphire.
I've got some more questions for you, Sapphire.
Sapphire busy.
I can see that.
Leave her alone.
Nope. That's not how it works.
I hear you had a mysterious meeting not too long ago. Not long after, you turn up with a lot of money. Sounds like an awfully big coincidence to me.
Stop harassing Sapphire.
I'll stop harassing you when you tell me the truth.
Already told Luton. Won the money at Saturnalia.
Right.
And now the truth. Alright, you're not going to tell me, so we just have to go to Saturnalia and find out some more incriminating evidence. It's not looking good for you, Sapphire.
Saturnalia was almost legendary. The upmarket casino was situated on the King's Way and was frequented by the rich members of Ankh's high society and hopeful social climbers from Morpork. It was a temple to pride, greed, and avarice. And like any temple, anyone with money was welcome.
Ooh, burn. Burn on temples.
The last person I wanted to see was Death himself, waiting to take me to whatever hell awaits a failure like me.
What, is Death here?
But after Death, Ilsa was a close second. My eyes were drawn to her the moment I entered the room, and I decided then and there that I wasn't going to talk to her.
Oh, but we will.
The next thing I remember, I was talking to her.
Of course.
Hello, Luton. Still mad at me?
As soon as I learn how to offer forgiveness, you'll be the first one to receive it.
Is the other guy two conkers next to her?
This is my companion. Two conkers.
Pleased to be meeting you.
Okay.
You are Remora Salachi.
No.
Not the last time I checked.
This is Luton. He's An old friend of mine.
Why did he think I was Remora Salaci?
We're supposed to be meeting him here.
What do you want with an assassin like Remora?
What are you talking about?
I looked around to see Remora drawing a weapon. Assassins are damn good at what they do, but they're not allowed to kill innocent bystanders. I didn't know if it was bravery or stupidity, but I decided to stand between Remora and his target. Interrupting an assassin while he was working was a risky business, so I decided to ambush Remora with the old only answer questions with questions routine. Why did you try to kill that woman?
Why does any assassin try to kill someone?
What just happened?
Who put a contract out on Ilsa?
Don't you know better than to interfere in official guild business?
Why would anyone want to kill Ilsa?
Do you expect me to discuss a confidential case with you?
What do you want from me, Remora?
A swift death and a cheap funeral.
Ha! You lose. That wasn't a question, that was a statement. You're getting sloppy.
You're lucky we're only allowed to kill for money, because I'd take you out for free, Luton.
I'd managed to embarrass Remora in front of a crowd of social notables, and that was bad news. It was bad enough that I had the watch breathing down my neck without the Assassin's Guild baying for my blood.
Is that Carlotta now? Where did she pop up from? Jesus, these people teleport.
Fortunately, there was nothing they could do to me unless someone paid for a contract on me. Actually, that wasn't strictly true. They could tie me up and torture me for days if they wanted to, just as long as I didn't die.
Oh, great.
It wasn't a comforting thought.
No.
Who was the woman?
Carlotta, what are you doing here?
I like to take risks. Isn't that what life is for?
I've taken enough risks to last a lifetime.
You didn't answer my question, you know. Who was the woman?
Ilsa, why do you want to know? Jealous? Afraid you might have a rival?
All women are rivals, Luton.
She's not important.
I see. If you decide to be honest with me, I'll be around.
Where's this bout of jealousy coming from, Carlotta? And where did you pop out from?
It was the most unsettled I'd seen Carlotta get. I guess there was a heart in that cold chest after all. Carlotta didn't strike me as the gambling kind. But then with her look, she could probably gamble with other people's money. Personally, I thought that took the edge out of the experience, but I doubt she cared. The woman's name is Ilsa. She and I used to be close. It's over.
Why are you telling me this?
I thought you might want to know.
How is the case going?
Funny you should ask.
Badly. Mundy's dead.
Dead?
Yeah. Dead. Murdered. And not a pretty sight. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll survive. You could have chosen a nicer way to tell me.
Well, I couldn't find you at home.
I thought you might appreciate me getting straight to the point. Do you want me to stay on the case?
Is there still a case?
I thought perhaps you might like to know who killed Mundy and why.
Yes. I owe him that. You can continue with the case, Luton.
Do you want to know what happened with Mundy?
That's what I'm paying you for, isn't it?
Is it? I'm starting to wonder.
Don't you like me, Luton?
What's not to like? You're a woman like any other.
Do you look down on all women, or just the ones you know?
I have plenty of distaste to go around.
Harsh, but true. So let's talk about Mundy's mangled body.
Do you want to hear about Mundy's death?
I'm not that kind of ghoul.
I never said you were. I just thought you might like to know.
I don't need the details.
Did you kill Mundy?
What? What do you think I am, Luton?
It's got nothing to do with what I think of you, Carlotta. But the Watch are investigating, and if they find out about your connection with Mundy, you're bound to be a suspect.
So why are you asking me if I did it?
Let's just call it professional curiosity.
If I had done it, would you turn me in?
That depends.
On what?
On why you did it.
You don't strike me as a moralist, Luton.
I'm a simple man, Carlotta. I have simple ideas of what's right and what's wrong. The trouble is, things are seldom that simple. It's always somewhere in the middle ground. I try not to jump to conclusions. In my line of work, that can get you killed.
That must be a tremendous incentive to think everything through.
I do my best. You still haven't answered my question.
I didn't kill him, Luton, if that's what you really want to know.
Okay, just so we get that out of the way.
Do you have an alibi? I told her when the murder took place and asked her if she had an alibi. I wasn't surprised when she did. Frankly, I reckon I could have said any day and any time, and she'd have had an alibi. She was that kind of woman.
There are witnesses who can corroborate where I was.
And where were you?
I was in the Temple of Small Gods.
Spend a lot of time on your knees, do you, sister?
Wow, Luton, wow.
We all need a little absolution.
For your sins?
Everything I do is a sin in someone's eyes.
So we're gonna check that out? Alright, we're gonna check out the temple.
Does Azil mean anything to you?
Azil? Wasn't he a madman from the Great Neff? Some kind of religious maniac?
Go on.
That's it. That's all I can remember.
I found some frayed rope near Mundy's body. Any idea what it means?
Be careful, Luton. I don't appreciate people wasting my time.
I don't really know why I keep getting this frayed rope conversation topic. He was hung upside down, and someone cut him loose at some point. I don't know why this is still a question. Anyway. Anything else we can talk about? This tooth diamond?
There didn't seem much point discussing that with Carlotta.
She probably has multiple diamond teeth available at any given time.
I've got things to do. I'll see you around, Carlotta.
What about the roulette table?
A roulette table sat in one corner of the casino, but it didn't keep my attention. I really didn't want to play.
I didn't have anything to play with, since she hasn't paid me yet.
The game Whirl was croupier for used a Carrack deck, the distilled wisdom of the ancients painted onto cards. I didn't need any of the cards, although I would have liked a few to decorate my office. Maybe the Ace of Octograms, the Inquisitor, the Exquisitor, and the irritating habit of finishing off other people's sentences. What's the game?
Truncheon. Interested, stranger?
The name's Luton. What are the stakes?
Minimum stake is $1 a hand. House limit is 10,000 per hand.
I'm in. Here's my $1.
Hey, big spender.
Whirl told me how to play the game. Something to do with the Major Arcana and the Private Arcana. The Major Arcana had strange names like the Fool, the Pyrophant, and the unbelievable expense of a slice of cheese. Essentially, it seems I just had to stay under 21 and get as high as I could.
Okay.
It all seems pretty whimsical to me.
It's a whimsical world.
What happens in a tie?
I win.
Well, that's fair.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll note that down in the complaints book, shall I?
Yes, and I will write a letter.
Player thinks the odds might be stacked in favour of the house.
Yeah, it's ludicrous. How did you not see that before?
I didn't really know what I was doing, but I expected to lose my $1 anyway, so I didn't worry about it. But someone else at the table seemed pretty worked up about what I was doing.
That isn't the way to play it.
Why not?
Because it isn't the way to win.
Is there a way to win?
Well, there's a way to lose more slowly.
Do tell.
What's it to you?
I've seen enough losing. I don't want to see any more.
I only bet $1.
No, it's the principle of the thing.
What do you think?
I'm just a croupier. I'm not paid to think.
I lost my $1, but I reckon I got value for money. And hey, the cards were pretty. Do you own this place?
Saturnalia? No, you gotta be kidding.
Who owns it?
I don't really know. Probably a whole group of people. For all I know, no one owns it, and it just keeps ticking over all on its own.
Is that likely?
Frankly, I don't really care. Long as I get paid, it's all the same to me.
Don't you have an inquisitive mind?
He's a croupier. He's not paid to be inquisitive.
No. I find people with inquisitive minds don't live too long.
You must have seen Sapphire around. I mean, she won big recently, or so she said.
Do you know a troll named Sapphire?
Oh, I'm just a simple croupier.
Oh, come on, man.
I wouldn't know anything important. And if I did, I certainly wouldn't give it away for nothing.
Is that a clue?
I guess you don't like to give away anything for free.
When you've worked in a casino as long as I have, you learn that you don't get anything for nothing.
I was told that I'd find a certain troll's body in the Salachi mausoleum. Only when I got there, it wasn't the right body. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
You went rooting around in the Salachi family mausoleum. Hey, leave me out of this, Luton.
I don't know why I told you all of that.
I reckon a lot of meetings must go on here.
I reckon so.
Anything interesting you can tell me about?
Sorry.
Any way I can make you less sorry?
Listen, Luton. Saturnalia is home to 100 meetings a night. Some secret, some not so secret. But the one thing that folks can be sure about is that if they want to meet in secret, they meet in secret.
A wise man. What else can I talk to you about? What about Monday stuff?
Do you know anything about the murder of a man named Monday?
I'm just a croupier.
You don't know anything, alright? What about Azil?
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
I'm just a croupier.
You're just a croupier, got it.
Have you heard of the counterweight killings?
Sure. And I only have one thing to say about them. I'll place good money that the patrician's next.
Well, that's a bold statement.
Any reason?
Just a hunch.
Just a hunch. What about the other murders? Oh, I scratched them out. Never mind.
What do you know about a dwarf named Al-Khali?
I'm just a croupier.
You're just a croupier, okay.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
I don't think so.
They were right here in this room, going to be assassinated. I wonder who did place a hit on Ilsa.
Do you know Carlotta?
Well enough.
She's a regular here.
Oh yeah. She likes to come in every once in a while. She usually ends up betting with somebody else's money, and she never loses control.
What do you mean?
Well, you can win or lose in a single game. That's just the way it is. But sooner or later people lose control and bet all they have left, and then that's it. For most of them they don't care. Mostly they're just big shots with more money than sense who like the glamour of Saturnalia. Some of them are hopefuls who can't afford to lose the money they've wagered. But those that are really good at the game, they never lose control. They know just when to play and just when to quit.
And Carlotta's one of them?
Carlotta is always in control.
Well, my good man, Whirl, I guess we'll have a chat later about things.
Time to excuse myself from the table, I think.
I'll have a chat with Warb.